Sorry, see, Ivy withdrew.
No, that's the best.
Oh.
The one.
Ivy withdrew.
There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All in favor. We actually cannot vote. Because I don't think we have a quorum. Walk, walk. But we don't really think about
Really? We don't.
We don't.
Don't we have to, don't you have to have a quorum to vote for us to be members?
it. You're not gonna, I don't know, you're just gonna become members. Oh, we got around that. All right. We're on, here we go. All right, call to order, all in, I'm calling it, we're in session.
We're in order.
We're on a call, done.
Thank you.
Accepting the minutes, anyone have any comments?
None.
Minutes?
Yep.
Last one, great. Okay, so membership, this is what's going on, folks. Is, Nathan is, no longer with us, we love
Yeah.
Nathan, sad. But he has moved on to, greener pastures, hopefully at the planning board, so that's great. Good for Nathan.
Nathan's great.
Nora has also stepped down due to time commitments.
Mhm.
Ivy has said that she, withdrawing her membership application,
I'm gonna talk to her next time I'm around.
so. So we have 1, 2, 3 who have to renew. Cause you're expired,
Mhm.
so that will go, you're expired, so that will go through the common council this next meeting.
Okay.
Okay, fine, and we have Emily, who still wants to be part of us?
Yay!
Yay, all right, so we're gonna say yes, and I say yes, and then we'll put, what, you sent me an email, right? You sent me an email with your, so what happens is, this is what happens, is that, I will send that to Margaret Morris, who is the president of the common council, that goes in front of the council, they actually vote on it to make you a member of the, CAC. And then you get then you have to go into the oath, and, you get an email, the official City of Hudson email address, and then you're official, then you get to sit on this side.
You have to sign the book too.
Oh, yeah.
It's very important. If you don't sign the book, you're not official. They have to revote.
Yeah.
You must have signed the book.
Yes, within a month, you have a month after we pass the, resolution.
The book's just behind the
Yes.
counter in there.
Look right behind the counter. You have a month after that and you have to sign, otherwise we have to read through the whole process. So just sign the oath. It takes not even.
I did the, I did the oath, but I have signed with them.
Yes, when you,
Okay.
everything's good.
Remembers.
Which means now that we currently then have, how many are we? I don't know.
This one?
We have like 2 openings. Because Nathan and Nora.
Oh, Nathan.
So we only have.
And we already had one open.
We already had one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7. We could be 9.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so,
Show
the word out.
media posts.
so anyway, so yeah, so I will push, I will sponsor the resolution, move it forward, and then by this month, you'll get an email and you'll be official. Okay, thank you very much. for joining.
Yay, yeah, excited to have you. Do you have to revote on us as well?
We have to, yes,
Okay.
everyone's membership goes out for renewal, so you could get voted down.
Already member people have to do to renew.
Nothing, I will push through.
You'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's already on it. Yeah, we told them, so.
Would it be wise then, as Danielle just suggested, I could repost on Instagram about membership again? What?
Does that have, do we get people that way?
Yeah, I think so,
Oh.
right? I think that.
Great, sure,
Yeah.
repost. You never know. You never know. Okay, so that's where we are with memberships. The minutes are great. Okay, and then all I just wanted to say, so our next meeting, then our next, your first official meeting will be Tuesday, March 3rd, with the first Tuesday of every month, 6 o'clock right here, yada, yada. And we also have these climate smart subcommittee meeting, which our next thing is Wednesday, I want to say
The 11th?
Wednesday, the 11th.
Yeah.
At 6 p.m. at Return Brewery.
Yeah.
So I will not be there, but I will send.
Nor will I.
Okay, fine. So then, I will send you updates. I will send you updates. And we did get a response from Haley, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, I have to go through
Yes.
responses because I have some follow-ups.
So what we have to do is, as we go through the website, we
Clean it
take
up.
down,
Yep, yep,
take down the old stuff, and we can even read some of it, I guess.
yeah,
But
depending on if
Depending on-
anything's expired or just needs to be re-signed,
re-signed, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But some of them could just be reports, and as long as they're within a certain time frame, that's acceptable.
Right.
I started to save anything I take down from the website.
Yes.
That's a
Yes, that's a
very
good
good
idea.
process.
So when the ones I'm taking down, I'll put into a SharePoint drive.
Yeah, yeah,
Just so
right,
that-
thank you. Yeah, because it could still be reused, like I know the undercard charges, I'm reusing the same information, but yeah. Anyway, all right, cool. So that's that. Now I'd like to introduce Ron. Well, from the planning board, who's a new member of the planning board. So we had I guess we manifested last year. Like a liaison between, the planning board and the CAC, because we're here doing our stuff, planning board's doing their stuff, and like never the twain met. Which is unfortunate because, we're building stuff on, on endangered bat species and things like that, that we should have it'd be nice if someone listened to us as the advisory council that we are. But now we have new planning board members. So I just wanted to make an introduction with Ron and the rest of the group, and maybe we could each go around the table and talk about our own interests and some of our experiences, yourself as well, Emily, so that, the planning board, so we could just plug people in if necessary. So we know where people's, expertise are, and we can put people in if the planning board needs to, use us in any way. But I'll cede the floor to you, Ron.
Thank you, and thanks, Rich, for the invitation. So I had my first meeting a couple of weeks ago, so I'm brand new as chairman, and got a pretty steep learning curve. But one of the first things that was suggested is that we connect with you all, and really create a connection so that we have, certain projects. I can think of a few of the last year that I think we would have benefited from some objective data and some objective points of view, especially in the environmental issue, like you might have mentioned. So Rich was kind enough to invite me tonight, and I think one of the things we're thinking about, we're doing this with Phil and the HPC, also an important group for us to coordinate with. So the planning board will appoint someone to be a liaison to HPC, and Phil's doing the same with us, so that we have a kind of a regular point of contact, and we can kind of keep an eye on each other's radar to kind of see when things might be benefited by working together or collaborating, or at least getting advice.
Great.
And I think that the objective is to create better decisions and better outcomes for the community. So, and I can tell already you guys are more fun than the planning board. Nathan, it's a big disappointment. And while our grass may appear green, the soil underneath is suspect. So, yeah, I'd love to just mention a thing or two about my own background. I'm president and founder of an organization called the National Design Alliance. We are a nonprofit and we work with cities on issues of design. We're funded by a foundation in New York City, so our work is done pro bono in cities. And prior to that, for about 15 years, I was president of the American Architectural Foundation in DC. Interestingly enough, I'm not an architect, which is, my friends have said that I'm going to end up a 2-year patch or vice versa. But I've seen design as an important tool for engaging the community. Design thinking, design is a creative way to wrap our heads around different kinds of challenges. And it's a different way for us to engage with ourselves and with our community. So, so I bring a lot of interest in this kind of work and a lot of passion, and look forward to creating exciting outcomes for our community and for the folks that live here. So,
Great, thank you for coming. And thank you for making the effort and for, reaching out, so we appreciate it. It's great.
I'll confess, Linda took me aside and said, "This is a group you ought to get to."
Yay, thank you, Linda. Great. All right, so we want to go around the room. You want to start?
We spoke briefly before, but Stan Semchenko, and my focus is on basically trees and landscape architecture, design, and environmental concerns. My background is I'm an MFA from Pratt, but I was also double major in college as a biology and fine arts student. So I've always loved working in things related to the environment, and was co-director of BCBI for
Oh.
a long time. So cooperate on the design aspect of things.
Danielle Bissett, I am a certified ecological restoration practitioner. So, for 10 years, I was working on restoring, oyster reef habitat, fish passages and some dam removal projects and things like that, and within the New York City region. Now I'm working more in environmental policy on improving permitting to accelerate and advance restoration projects. So very focused on ecological restoration. But yeah, interested in restoration, conservation, working on all of those things. What else? But I think that's enough.
I'll say things. I'm Andrew Gipsy. I am on the tree subcommittee, the saplings with these two here, who deal with street tree plantings. We have concerns around sidewalk implementation that's coming up here in town, if you're adjacent, if you're related at all to that. And also the bulb exchange program we've been doing, and running Instagram for the group, and trying to get a Hudson Green Keepers program going, which would be like a tree steward program, community-based, since we don't have a parks department. My background agriculturally is, and green-wise is more of as a home gardener, but I work for National Geographic, learning on educational materials. And design-wise, previously I was an interior designer for Brooklyn Developers, so did that for about 6 years. So dealt with issues around code and building policies and all of that in the city primarily.
Oh, can you hear me? Rich Volo. I'm the 4th Ward Council member here on the city of Hudson. I've been on and off the council, but I was on the CAC before years ago, and I got the grants for the electric car chargers in the back there. So, which we're now in the process of redoing that one and we got another grant in for more electric car chargers, so that's gonna happen in the near future. And then we got the grant for the electric, the light bulbs, the grant for some electric lawn equipment that they use up at the cemetery. We're getting You know, we have this climate smart group here, which is a separate subcommittee. We have two subcommittees. We have the saplings, which do street trees. We get a budget every year of like, I don't know, $13,000 that we put towards street trees. And we have a list of people who want street trees. And everyone has to be vetted and has to be made sure that everything's okay. And we put the trees in the ground. And then the other subcommittee is with the climate smart communities, which is new because we need to re-up our certification so that we're a bronze level climate smart. And then that also enables us to get grant money and things like that. So it keeps us busy. So there's that. So that's what we do basically. Yeah. And my own experience, I don't really have a vast environmental experience, but I did lobby for the bottle bill in '84.
Yeah.
So, I did learn from that.
You say you.
Yeah, it's still only 5 cents, still. There you go.
I'm Joshua Cohen, and I'm thrilled that you're here. I've done some work recently with the Socrates Planning Board and was admiring the relationship between their CAC and their planning board in that almost every decision sort of was passed off to the CAC to weigh in on that piece of it that related to environmental work. And it seemed to work really well in that case. And I was realizing that it hasn't happened that way in my experience here in Hudson. So I'm really thrilled that you're here sort of making the introductions and also with Nathan coming from here to there. I think that's really going to be valuable. So thank you. My day job is I run a nonprofit park in Saugerties called Spiral House Park, which is why I was in front of the Saugerties Planning Board to get our special use permit. So I've done a lot of work in that role to work with code, to work with permit site planning, working with LaBelle engineers on that process. But we are an art park that has an environmental mission. And so we're sort of at the intersection of arts and nature, and to inspire people through the arts as a way to connect to nature and to connect and think about land stewardship. So that's sort of our mission as an organization. My background is I'm a climate guy. I studied environmental science and policy at Columbia for my master's. I also, before I was at the park, I was running something called the Hudson Valley Climate Action Network to bring together different stakeholders who worked on climate in some capacity, from businesses to organizations to individuals to local governments. Just before that, I was in Albany working with environmental advocates, so doing campaign planning on the big climate law that passed in New York State a few years back, as well as the Green Amendment that we heard a presentation on recently, the Environmental Rights Amendment, were two of the big campaigns that I sort of spearheaded from our advocacy side, working with the state legislature and monitoring the state legislature as a watchdog group. I also have done compost outreach and education at Brooklyn Botanic Garden, working with community gardeners. So green space advocacy is something that I care deeply about, and was trying to bring some of that into Hudson. I was on the comprehensive planning committee that last year and thinking about connectivity of different green spaces in Hudson. So something I want to continue to talk to the new mayor about and see what we can do here in Hudson. Yeah, I have an art background as well, so nice to meet you.
Great.
I'm Michael O'Hara. I lobby the New York State Legislature and Governor's Office for Action on Climate for the last 6 years or so, and I've also been lobbying at the national level for Action on Climate with House of Representatives and senators and so forth for the last 14 years. I have a strong interest in urban design, as well as fundamentally climate and how we work with the environment in this region. I was for a while the operations director of a regional environmental organization called Sustainable Hudson Valley. And we gave workshops for municipal officials on how to make their communities more sustainable. And I was at one time the Commissioner of Public Works for the city of Hudson.
But when was that?
That was ages ago. That would have been 2006 and 7.
No.
No.
And our newest member, Emily's right behind.
Hi, I'm Emily Kavke. I'm a newbie here and also the husband. And my background mostly in environmental policy and kind of studying science and policy. Most of my experience has been in California, where I recently moved from, but there I worked in state government. First focused on agricultural and pest management policy, and then on recycling and waste management and waste reduction policy. And now I'm working for the New York City Department of Environmental Protection on air quality policy. So do a lot of policy design and development research and policy analysis and implementation. That perspective. Yeah, very exciting.
Very nice to meet you. May I just make another comment or two? I love the kind of words you use about beauty and design and trees and environment and these are all good things to talk about and think about. One of the things I hope we can do at the planning board is, it seems to me that by nature it's been very reactive. And I'm hopeful that we can, obviously we have to be reactive as we consider projects, but like also get out in front and be proactive on certain kinds of issues. And the work that I described, we usually go in to a city when it's still kind of in the ideation stage. And usually they're trying to overcome a problem that they've been dealing with maybe for decades. So we come in and try to bring different ways of thinking about how do we attack that problem? What are some creative ways that we might be able to figure out a different strategy? So, you know, I like being on the front end of thinking about how we can creatively approach our challenges differently and through different approaches, maybe find more success. And I also want to put a footnote. I said I'm not an architect, so how do I go into cities? And so we put together teams of architects, landscape architects, urban planners, transportation specialists, energy specialists. So we assemble teams based on the particular projects that the cities are dealing with. So it's, I didn't want to leave the impression that I was out playing George Costanza.
I did not get that impression.
I haven't talked to Nathan about this, and he may not feel that he has the time to do it. But, you know, I would like to see if Nathan would be the liaison to your group, just because it would be such a natural, and he may want to have a reprieve from time to time and have more fun. But if you found that it might be useful to have someone on your side, so they could just be points of contact, I think the intention that we have is just be enough aware of what each other is doing so that we can identify opportunities as they come up. And
Like, for instance, one of the things I would like to see the planning board do is also help plan the city, you know, as opposed to just like you said, being reactionary to things, the projects that come along. One of the things that we tried, which is on our agenda, which is going nowhere, is, you know, the city code regarding sidewalks. You know, like, how do we even, granted, now we're gonna get a new code enforcer soon, but, you know, one of the goals that Margaret Morris wants to do as president is relook at our code and zoning and things like that. So especially things like sidewalks, like, are we gonna end up just with like concrete sidewalks again? You know, as we now have new sidewalks be and as they're being redone. So it'd be great to actually work with the planning board to help us plan and you know, make greener spaces. And there's grant money out there for bicycle paths and legs and all this other stuff that's available. So yeah, it'd be great to, like you said, not just be reactionary.
And I would love to talk over coffee anytime, just for brainstorming or learning more about with you, the individuals and your organization and your council. But thanks for the opportunity to have a first contact, certainly.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
And I
I'm
think
gonna go home and make dinner.
And do you have you're now on the city, email account? You
Yeah,
have a city email account?
it's Ron Bogle, one word, RONBOGLE. And yeah, but city Hudson.
Yeah.
All right, we can find you now.
Yeah.
We got you.
It's easy to remember Bogle, it's like bagel with an O. I'll let you get on with your business. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
See you
All
again.
right. All right, folks. So there we go. So that was good. Okay, next item, Earth Law Center. So
Yes.
you started putting together a list of questions,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Or a list of ideas.
list of ideas.
Yeah.
So where are we, what do we want to do?
I think we just needed to see if anybody had any other ideas to add, and then we can send that to them to see, like, we can put them in a priority list and say, these are our top three, but these are other things that we've been thinking about.
What would our top 3 to 5 be? I'm gonna vote for tree ordinance.
Yeah, I feel like the tree ordinance, I'm trying to remember too, I thought that there potentially was another one. Anyway, I think we could, if anybody feels strongly to prioritize, you could go in there and bold
Okay,
what you like. And then if there's 3, great, 3 bolded ones, great. If there's 7, then
fine.
we'll just figure it out. And then we could send that off and finish it before the weekend.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll get whatever tree ordinance we've sent to the legal committee from Nathan
Okay.
or from Margaret, and I'll forward that, and we'll put it all together. And yeah, we can just send them the whole thing, and maybe have another, they seem very open to have another call with us, and maybe we can review the list with them,
Yeah,
and they can tell us what's doable, what's not.
yeah, because some of them could be really simple or could be incorporated into other things.
Right.
So they
Right.
could kind of be umbrella potentially.
We can invite them to another meeting or have them via Zoom or something like that. Maybe we just get them on Zoom for
Mhm.
next month. How's that sound?
They're having a event. Did you see that?
Oh,
Coming up.
right.
Which, is it this weekend, maybe?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday.
Friday, this week, we're having an event here in Hudson,
Oh,
that has to do with, environmental law and so you go to their website to sign up for it.
did we get that? Did they send
I
it?
thought she shared it, yeah,
Oh, maybe
over
it's on-
email, but I might
So it's
be.
this Friday,
Mhm.
and they'll be there. Okay, great.
And it's, I'm trying to remember the name of the organization, but you know, the Lutheran Church on North, 6th Street,
Yeah, the Hudson
Um,
Harmonic or
the
something.
corner of Columbia Street, that is now, kind of a multifunctional meeting center. That, is the host, the venue for this field.
Oh, great. And that's this coming Friday.
Yes.
Do you know what time offhand? I'll go look.
Mhm.
See if I find it. Okay, great. Light bulb exchange. So all the university paid light bulbs are, we still have a lot to give away.
We have a lot to give away. Rolling Grocer is finally in the loop and doing some giveaway. I've restocked some things here. I just reached out to Operation Unite, Kite's Nest, and the Housing Authority. I'm waiting to hear back from them about participating in the program. And we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I booking a farmer's market
We should, yeah. We should
to give
regardless.
away light bulbs and everything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally get our logoed merchandise going.
Oh, wait. Our slogan, by the way,
Keep us.
is Conservation Advisory Council, keep Hudson shady.
And/or
What's the other one?
filling holes and planting trees.
That's yours.
No,
I'm
sorry, filling holes and planting seeds.
Oh, I am not going on record. Strike that from the record, Linda. No, Linda,
You don't like that one?
no, it's not going in the minutes. It has to be family friendly. This 5 minutes have to be family
I mean,
friendly.
it's Hudson.
All right, fair enough. So, yeah, okay, so I will book, with the farmer's market for, I think they go outside the first weekend. The first, Earth Day weekend, actually. So I want to say maybe the 18th, but maybe the 25th. Does anyone want a table on the 25th?
What
Is that February?
April?
April.
Oh, my gosh.
Who knows? I'll put it on my calendar.
Well, I might be there for.
I'll say yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, well,
You have some CAC materials at your booth.
Yeah,
there you go.
cross my,
Say yes for me and if it.
Okay.
I'll direct
We'll
people
figure it out.
to you.
Okay, so EV car grants. Okay, so I have another meeting with Ellie tomorrow, actually. So where are we with this? Is that I don't, I guess, we haven't really changed that much since last month. We've got more information from, we have 4 potential vendors. I have to select them within by the next month. Choose one of the 4. The initial plan was to have the 3 stations, 6 ports by the Amtrak station and another one and the fast charger down by the dog park. But I don't know if we can get both because federal tax credits have expired. Thank you very much, federal government. We're not, for December, last December, so, oh, well. But we still have about 75 grand to spend, which we can get either or. It also depends upon how much, if we get on the list for National Grid because they have money too, to do the work, to do what they have to do their dig program. So there's money there, but it needs to see if we can get that. So there's still a few question marks out there, but she's been walking me through the process and we have the bids and we just like to select them. I will bring them out next meeting and show them. So that's that. Yay. Arbor Day, so spring, fall, the invoices went out for the fall. Everyone's
It
paid?
was finally paid, yeah. It just went up Friday of last week. So,
Right.
we're all set on that. I have the list of people for spring plantings.
Good.
And I will probably follow up with them in the coming month, in the next couple of weeks. Get that going. I think we might have enough to, again, this year to do 2 plantings.
Right.
I'm not sure we have a substantial number to do this spring.
How many trees?
I mean, it's like 10 or 11, but we have to see if those will all be viable spots.
Right. That'd be great. And maybe we'll have a different BEA this year. So that means a Board of Estimates and Appropriations. So there's the treasurer, the common council president and the mayor. So we'll have a new mayor, a new common council president, who might give us more money, more street trees next year.
And if it is the case, we can certainly be, towards Ron's point, become more proactive and choose some places where we want to reach out and say, do you want a street tree? Are you willing to take care of it? We'll give you one.
Right, yeah. Or any, yeah. But I know it's hard on the Warren Street sometimes. It's not that good one.
No, can't, but the staffers are having a conversation about that.
Shrubs and, maybe less rooty.
Like in those like baskets or something like that.
Oh, still like connected, I would say, to,
Potentially in the pits, but
Yeah.
not trees that will root
yeah,
us down.
Oh,
yeah. I
oh,
guess it just depends on how deep the wiring and whatever infrastructure they have
Right.
underneath the ground.
great.
That's-
If DPW is amenable to it, they'll.
Yeah.
Fine.
Found a list to talk about.
It
I-
has to be deep enough because there are some street trees.
That have already been there for
Yeah.
many
Yeah,
years.
so it has to be.
No, the issue is that the root itself has now grown around electrical,
Yeah.
so you can't take it out without disrupting
Pulling.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I don't know, how do other cities get around it or they don't?
They don't have the conduit in that location.
Yeah. Electricity, like, New York City has everything running up above in here.
And we have everything underneath.
On Warren, at least.
Well,
underneath.
Yeah,
Or depending on the depth.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so,
All right, the tree ordinance, I'm going to grab that from Nathan and then send it to the Earth Law Center. And see if we can move that forward there.
Wait, sorry? Oh, the tree or, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think he sent it to legal, but they haven't, I don't think they've looked at it. It's on, it's legal just meeting again, I guess, this week. Community choice aggregation, community solar. Josh.
We can take the community choice segregation off.
Right, okay, you're right.
For
Yes, yes, yes.
shifted away from that for the time being. Community solar, I know Nathan spoke to Joe Ferris about it. I'm supposed to actually talk to him as a follow-up this Wednesday. So I was supposed to talk to him this week, but it got pushed back. So I was just gonna pitch it and suggest that the city just say yes and print a letter to residents to put in the next water bill is my recommendation. And call it a day.
Does he just have to sign it or does it have to go through?
It-
Because it's option, right? So,
It's already been presented to the mayor's office previously,
yeah.
and they were on board.
The city's not spending any money.
There's nothing that needs to happen other
Yeah.
than this.
Okay.
In terms of,
I know this has just been
Yeah.
early, so I
Yeah.
don't forget.
I'm thinking that the mayor's letter to the citizenry would say, this seems okay, and you are welcome to participate in
Yeah.
this, but it's not a city project.
Right,
Mhm.
but, yeah, I don't know if we wanted to mention the CAC in the mayor's letter, that this organization has been vetted by the CAC.
There you go.
okay,
And, you know, this is, it's an opt-in program, you know, maybe there's a little QR code, I don't know, for people to do. And then if people want to do it, that's great, and they save about 10% off the electric bill.
Mhm.
Yeah, great. So, you know, that we've done some due diligence where it's not just, you know, some fly by night.
Yeah, where do we have the organizational information about the vendor?
it's in the SharePoint folder. And I can send it around if you want to see. The
Well-
Power Markets put together the whole proposal, and one like third of that proposal is about community solar.
Okay.
And the city of Kingston works with them, so.
All right.
Some residents.
Maybe we can put something like that in the letter as well, you know, just, yeah, so that they know what we're doing. Okay, great. Tree grant with the DEC.
Oh, tree. Okay, well, I've been talking with, Mike DeMarco. He's really lovely, yesterday and today, and so, gonna finish out that document
Thank you.
for him, which will be fine, and he just sent to me this afternoon, I have to forward it to you guys, to everybody, actually, a document about, basically how to create a bulletproof, request for proposal document that has, you know, contingencies for contractors, whatever, so we don't get in a hole ever.
Oh.
It's been vetted by many, many people and, you know, anyway, and he can help us in future. when
Yeah,
we're submitting.
that's what we need, yeah.
So, that's really good.
Yeah,
I went to the relief meeting. So we're signed up for that now, which is a climate smart
Yes.
good thing. And I have some information about grants that we can pursue, which will be great, and, you know, some for,
but by the way, for new people, the new person, we planted 44 trees along Harry Howard. We got a grant from the DEC. So we did this, was it a year before last? Yeah.
yeah,
It was a year and a half ago. So we're still filling out the paperwork for the grant work. So
Right.
that's what Sam's doing.
paperwork for another. Just that we have to be on top of it, in April, which is coming up fast, will be Earth Day as well as Art Day, and we have to get the new tags for the trees done, and we have to also, to fulfill our obligations for this grant, we also have to do promotional initiatives and partner with firemen, but I think actually, and the photo contest, that's the other outlier thing. Did we know about this? I did not know about this much, but there has to be a Four Seasons photo thing. to engage the populace and get them all loving their trees. So I was thinking, this is something that we might be able to do with the fireman's home, like posters there, because they get a lot of foot traffic. And people go there and they might want to take pictures of the trees, the kids. So we'll promote this in April, hopefully.
So wait, you mean 4 seasons, is that what you said?
Yeah, 4 seasons
What do you mean by-
photos of the trees that are planted. That's part of the,
So you mean just a series of photos for each season?
yes, correct.
But
But
it's
it's
sort of
a
content.
contest, I believe, that we have to have.
You gotta get more than 2 people interested.
Yeah.
Julie.
So that's the finishing up of this
And
stuff.
I had no idea this grant.
Yeah,
It's one idea that I feel like the library is really good at doing contests with kids.
Right.
And they have that library of local kiosk that has lots of information about ecology and trees there. So maybe they could set up some,
Perfect,
And those trees are not far from the
well,
lake.
not that,
Yeah.
just,
perfect. So maybe we should
All the better.
just next sapling meeting or whatever, we have to, because we gotta get it done.
All right, let's discuss, because I have, I've dealt with Emily before at the library because she's one of the bulk distributors, so I
Okay.
can talk with her
Excellent.
potentially, yeah.
So,
Where's the photo contest, we're gonna win some free light bulbs.
Just whatever the child wants.
the library could give out light bulbs.
They do.
Do they already?
Yeah,
Okay,
they
okay, good.
so one of the other grants they have is the school seedling program grant. And their DC's annual tree and shrub seedling sale.
Oh,
So anyway, we can get involved in any of these things for the upcoming,
is that the DEC?
huh? Yeah,
And so what kind of grant is it?
seedlings are sold in, well, this is just, you gotta buy it. The one is not a grant, but the other one, the school seedling program application closes March 27th. I don't know the specifics of that.
Mm.
I just know that I thought we should probably go for it if we're gonna do something along the lines of Arbor Day
Mm.
with the arborist, that's kind
Makes
of,
sense. I mean,
just saying.
it's up to you folks, whatever. I mean, it sounds like this grant is a lot of work already as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is. But, anyway, so those are some things that we could or could not participate in, if it's too much, whatever, but the other thing that I wanted to make you aware of is that, through SUNY, I've been meeting with, had a meeting last week with them, with, also Sustainable Hudson Valley. And she brought in, the Rotarians who are applying for a grant for both Hudson and Poughkeepsie.
wait, the
We don't have to do anything.
Rotary.
Rotary Club,
Oh,
the global Rotary Club.
yes, the Rotary Club.
Because they did a huge, if you've ever been to Newburgh, they did a huge project along the coast. They're planting things, whatever. So I think they're gonna do a comparable thing. If you're asking me specifics about the grant, I honest to God, I can't give you, but I think it's gonna be similar to that
Hmm.
for, preservation of what is existing is, I believe, the thrust of the grant. But it's a big one. Their grants are huge.
Oh.
So it will be decent money for Hudson and Poughkeepsie. So that's nice.
So-
We don't have to do anything until and then we'll work with them to
Oh,
obviously do this,
Yeah,
stuff, but it's,
exercise.
we don't have to apply for
oh,
it. It'll just,
great.
so that's
Do
one.
we know what brought the Rotarians to be interested in Hudson specifically?
Yeah,
Probably because we're working with Sustainable Hudson Valley, and SUNY. It's Poughkeepsie and Hudson, because that's the thing that I picked up from Josh.
Got you.
So, we're already working together as
So
a.
it's associated with that.
Yes, so it's associated with that, so, and they have already built a relationship with the Sustainable Hudson Valley person whose name is Melissa Everett. So, it's lovely.
Right.
Just found out about it when I went to the meeting, like, oh, great, wonderful.
That's great. And so what is the grant for? The grant money for, or?
like, again, I can't give you a specific, I think it's for prevention of,
Oh,
environmental problems, whatever, I don't know.
right, never
I
mind.
will get the specifics
So-
from Melissa, because it was just, we had like 2 minutes to discuss all this stuff, and that was a surprise to me, that, they were gonna do it. And it's not, of course, it has to be accepted by the Rotary Rotarians globally, but they typically, both this fellow, approved everyone they've applied for, so they have a very good track record, so I'm hopeful that we'll get it. So that would be,
That sounds great.
now that it's
Yeah.
on record.
Well,
But that was, that was really nice to hear,
that's
Yeah.
great.
and, so what to tell you about.
I think Melissa's had good luck with the Rotary Club before.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
I'm,
long-standing relationship.
I'm sorry, going back to the seed grant, do you
Yeah.
think we should apply for that?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah,
The
I
school
do.
seedling program.
yes, I mean, any of these, like,
Oh, we also,
don't, I'm sorry, go ahead.
we also, the open space conservation grant too, right?
Okay. So,
The
It's
open
up-
space, is it called, what is it called again?
We were talking about that a bit. We were just
Yeah.
wondering what the application, where we would apply that grant.
And
Yeah.
it would be a good,
this is, yeah, the open
Thought
space
process.
conservation grant is extended to April.
do you know if that's if they do that annually? I wonder too if there's like opportunity to align if it with a planning committee, like that could be a good exercise.
yeah, I don't know.
To like brainstorm around ideas of what we could do there, and
And that buys open space, is that what that grant is?
it's, yeah, it basically gives, if you're awarded, you receive the funding you need to buy a parcel, like
Yeah.
some type of parcel to convert to open space. Or a park, I think it's it could be a park or for conservation.
So what should we do? So should we apply for both of these grants? Is what you're saying?
I
What
think
you saying?
I've been meaning to look into the open space just to see if we could like. Either through an MOU or partner with like other land conservancies to be able to like manage the space depending on what we want to do with it.
Right.
But
CLC.
yeah, so somebody would have to, we would have to, I think, figure that part out first,
Right.
but. Could be, if it's annual, it would be nice if we have the opportunity next year to go after it, then we could take this year to work with the planning committee to figure it out.
Or not, well, we should probably focus on that.
Yeah,
But the seedling sale is nice. I mean, it just, if we have money in the kitty to buy things, if, speaking of trying to make the sidewalk areas nicer or whatever, but since they have this, seedling shrub sale going on.
We would just need to follow up with DPW before and figure out a plan if we're gonna
Right.
try and do something like that.
yeah,
It might be something we could do, much like we've been talking about with the greenkeepers on a limited basis, like see if we can get a few people on Warren Street shops to help engage with that.
So, okay, so let me see. So it's a sale. So is there money that they're giving us or is just that this?
No, this is just, they're
It
just.
would come out of our budget. to
It would come out of
purchase.
our budget.
Yeah.
They have seedlings and bundles of 25 or more, several species packets available, sealing, they're bare root, minimum 5 inches tall, 1 to 3 years old. And I guess they're probably giving them at less than cost.
Right.
Yeah.
So why not, if we have spaces to put them in?
And it's just the seedlings themselves, right?
Yes,
You know who might do this project? We could bounce this off of is the Hudson Development Corp.
yeah. That's a good idea.
They might, because they might purchase the seedlings as part of
Yeah.
like, the betterment of Hudson. So, Britt is on that or Chris Jones.
and, well, you don't hear it, but Phil Foreman.
Oh, Bill Foreman, yeah.
So
He's on that too.
we can
Yes,
talk
Yeah.
about it with them, maybe it could be the first project or whatever, we can
Yeah,
sort of
'cause-
cooperate with them.
because as opposed to it coming out of our budget, I mean, that could be, because they're just a regular nonprofit.
Right.
So they might be able, I don't know if it's open to nonprofits, but that might be a good, because they were even thinking about doing other projects as well, so maybe that would be a good tie-in.
Do you want me to just call Phil and say, hey?
Yeah,
Here's
email
one
him.
from the DEC, because he said to me before, they have their grant writer right there. I was like, so go for this one and partner with you.
And Jess, who works there, the executive director, I think, Jess,
Just one.
right,
Oh, I don't know, but what,
right. Yeah, I mean, that's all for them.
Is there a timeline for it?
this one closes May 13th, the
Okay.
sale.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that might, sure.
I mean, bounce off of them and see what they say. If not, we'll talk about it next meeting and then, decide if we're gonna take something out of our own budget. If we have to insure this. Great. All right, what else? Anything else? And then the open space grant.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Who's that through? Is that?
It's DEC.
It's DEC. Okay.
yeah. Oh, sorry. I think DEC, but through the state.
All right, next. Okay, here we go. Where are we? Columbia County, you are now our representative for the Columbia County Climate Smart.
Yeah, have I been blessed or whatever?
I
Yeah.
saw your email to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a follow-up resolution that'll go through hopefully in February this month.
Okay.
So, and then.
Well, I won't be at any meeting coming up, right? Or will
I
I?
don't think you can until you're
Until
official, but you can listen in
Yeah.
through the YouTube link or whatever.
Okay.
And I think I forwarded you the upcoming link.
I think you did, and I
It
think
is.
it got lost in my Outlook, but.
There's
Now I know.
there's another one this Thursday morning at
Okay.
10 o'clock.
Thank you.
If I don't know what the agenda is.
I thought I saw it flash
Yeah.
by, and then I was looking, it's like, oh, damn, I lost, okay.
Okay, so now.
I told Dave Newman, the chair, that you were taking over for us.
So on your way.
So he's looking forward to meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
The park, okay, so I don't know if anyone's been by, but they are now shoveling the snow as opposed to snow blowing the snow. So we have this park with waffle stone, right? And it was just like, we refer to it as ankle break park because they never filled in the waffle stone. So it was just, anyway, so someone out and got Colarusso to donate tons of well, half a ton, I don't know, and
We worked out.
gravel. Then we all went there and we shoveled and swept the gravel into waffle stone. And then the first snow came and the DPW guys like snow blew the gravel out of the waffle stone.
Very exciting.
But we did tell them, and it's not all of it. I mean, it's a portion. I mean, it's still,
Yeah.
When the snow melts, it'll be there.
right. I mean, it's still like 80%, I think, intact. So anyway, but, I think when the snow melts in the fall, we'll just have to do it, like maybe revisit it
Yeah.
and see, and then fill in the gaps, so to speak, literally. And I need to give
We'll have another filling party.
we'll have a filling
Oh my
party.
gosh, we could fill in the holes and reseed wildflowers.
Yeah, I haven't written the letter yet, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I
Should we
will.
make it official with like on the CAC letterhead? What should we do? Should we?
Ah,
I just social.
Oh, yes, you should make it.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, we should put social media
He
posts.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, and he tagged them and everything, yeah.
oh, good. Oh, good. We should,
I would say on the letterhead. Be for.
a letterhead,
Yeah.
should we do a press release? So
I mean, gives us something to think.
I think you letter is-
Go on.
I think a thank you letter is enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Larry.
Wait, that reason.
All right, thank you. We can put on CAC letterhead. Yeah. I mean, yes,
Ribbon cutting ceremony?
fair enough.
What'd you say?
Ribbon cutting
Ribbon cutting. You know, I mean, we can get the Chamber of Commerce, the big scissors.
Like the block party.
Maybe the governor.
I still have this on my agenda. Should I still have this on my agenda, climate action plan for Hudson or no?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna bring it up with, Joe when I talk to him tomorrow. See if
Oh,
he wants to
fine.
pick that back up.
Plan that
How would that
nothing happens.
fit into existing plans?
I don't know, it's a good question. There's some climate elements in the comprehensive plan. But
Yeah.
the city of Hudson had committed previously to join the 10,000 cities or whatever it was, that
Mhm.
international organization to then create a climate action plan for
Right.
Hudson. And Michael Hoffman, who was the former aide, was sort of spearheading that when he left.
Right.
The city fell apart anyways, but that fell off.
That's not part of C40 or is it part of C40? Or is that different? Because that's
It's
resilient,
different. It's
right? It is different?
Yeah.
Okay, I just,
And
there's so many about climate, so
Yes.
I lose track.
But there's a county climate action plan that's being developed.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, and what it appeared to be a good idea when the county first started on that is that the towns could kind of take part in the discussion about the county,
Right.
and that would lead to the development of the plans for each town, because, you know, each of them has their own particulars.
Right.
But a whole lot of what we develop on the county level will apply by
Yeah.
kind of by definition to all these closely affiliated towns.
Right.
With similar geography and topology and so forth.
Right.
so once it's okay, do we have to update the website with the climate action plan?
We should for the CSC.
Yeah,
Right, and that goes to like the website updates that we have to do.
Yeah, which I found on this.
Climate smart, yeah. Right, maybe that's something.
well, that's the other reason why we were talking about it was because it gets us points on the, on the CS.
Right, okay, good. All right, so, right,
But nothing's happened with that yet, is what we,
Right,
yeah.
I think it needs to be like blessed by the mayor or something.
I think we're much further,
I don't think we're
I
at
don't think
that
we-
stage.
I think it's barely started.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, but the
What's the
comprehensive plan
timeline?
does have some elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
What's
And we have-
timeline for that? For the climate action plan?
In the county level,
Yeah.
um. It's in process.
Yes.
I don't know the timeline.
That makes sense.
Sam's gonna report back.
Yeah, Sam.
On the timeline. After the next meeting.
Results from the SUNY, that, or no?
What's that? Or just, separate from the SUNY.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be, we want to report back from that too, but.
Oh, no, I just was wondering because they're,
Also climate.
It's all.
yeah, that's what they're doing, you know, they're getting the data to formulate.
Right.
You know, response to that, so I was just.
Right.
Yeah, so that's good.
Okay, we'll leave that with you, Josh. Any, the Kennedy Foundation grants?
No,
No?
no, because I was.
Other grants
sidetracked
focused
with
on
other
other
grants that
grants,
were
right.
seemed more
Trees.
likely to bear
Alright.
fruit.
I'm moving that to close then from there. So.
Yeah.
Hudson Greenkeepers?
I have contacted Columbia Extension and I'm waiting to hear back from them. I have not heard back from them yet, hoping they will point some advice our way. That was the recommendation from Joshua Del Rio, who is the urban forester. I am doing a training with him in March on city tree pruning, in part just to get my face in front of him so that I can talk to him further about it. He said there might be some synergy with other communities that are very interested in doing this kind of program as well. So there could be some opportunity there too. So slow but sure.
Okay, fair. City sidewalks, I know I just brought that up at the planning board. I mean, I don't have any movement on this because the sidewalk committee doesn't exist anymore.
Well, this could also be I think this could be one of the priorities aside from the tree ordinance, that earth
Yeah, that's a good idea.
law,
There's the-
earth legal.
Yeah,
It's not only tree materials, it's water retention,
It's
it's
green infrastructure.
green infrastructure, you know. all
It
of
ties
that.
into the street trees, it can
Exactly.
tie into the green keepers, right?
Yeah, you can tie it to our issues around Warren Street.
And that's what I meant, like, these things could like slot under and be an umbrella, so we could probably build out something a little bit more comprehensive. I'll take a look at the list and I'll,
yeah. Although city sidewalks, we should probably pump up the priority list because we're getting like, now there's a sidewalk fee and they're gonna be redoing sidewalks.
Yeah.
So,
We get, yeah, 2 or 3 top priorities for Earth Law.
yeah,
We can
because
get-
otherwise we're gonna end up with whatever's in the code right now. I
Yeah,
think it's just cement.
Yeah.
And concrete, whatever. I know, that's all we got. Anyway, okay, so I'll put that, we'll ask them,
we're good, yeah,
city sidewalks.
Yep.
City sidewalks. And then the last thing, passing apathy in New York State law, so we okayed it in the common council. Did it get to,
I don't think I'm ready.
it's too late,
It's never too late,
is it?
but it's gonna come back next year, year after year, you know. Keep getting
We've passed.
same ships,
I thought this happened last year.
Did the plastic ban,
but
Sorry, it didn't pass.
It didn't pass.
But it was in 2025, right?
it's been many years.
Yeah, but the most recent,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
this past year.
it went through in December, so
But the resolution is on the books and that's what we done.
but did the resolution go to DT Barrett's office?
I told her that it passed, or it made its way to, her. I don't know if the actual resolution is, she's aware.
All right. I don't know.
She said it doesn't matter,
Is this to
is
support?
what she said.
A lot of these resolutions are just, they're nice. But, yeah. Okay, anything else, new business? I was like, oh, look at this.
Perfect time.
Seven on screen. Just one.
Just by the way, the event on Friday is at 6,
Oh,
called The Rise of Earth Law, Nature-Centric Laws for the Planet. It's at 21 North Sixth. Put on by Earth Law Center and the Hudson Harmonic.
might also want to share it with the planning committee to see if anyone.
Oh, yes, I'll
Yeah,
forward.
Yeah, is there like a flyer we could post on Instagram maybe? Is it working?
I haven't seen it. See, I remember the email, but there wasn't any sort of press package.
21 North Sixth, what is that building?
Well, that's the former Lutheran church,
Oh, the church.
opposite the parking lot where we have the summer farmers market.
Oh, yeah, done, okay. Done.
yep.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Chris Lindstrom's space.
Okay, great. That's this Friday.
That's six.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Welcome.
Emily is gonna be on the advisory board for, the city chat.
Oh,
Oh, be nice.
Great,
yay.
yay. Diving right in.
Yeah.
There you
Look
go.
forward to your starting next month.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to come to the Climate Smart Community.
Yes, if you want, that's.
It's on February 11th. The Wednesday, the 6th.
Okay. 6.
Every 2 weeks or so.
Every turn.
On a
for
week.
these.
Fortnightly. All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Although, thank you.